In celebration of Black History Month, CBC Montreal presents Black Changemakers. We're highlighting people who are making positive changes, giving back, and inspiring others. Our Changemakers were nominated by you, our listeners. This year, we'll meet Changemakers who explore the intersections of race, purpose, and justice. We're kicking off the series with Tina Oppong. She is the head teacher at the Jewish General Hospital in the Child Psychiatry Day program. She's also on the Parents Committee with the English Montreal School Board. She pushed for the board to acknowledge systemic racism and how that affects Black youth. Tina Oppong, good morning.
Good morning, Sean. It's such a pleasure, and thank you for having me.
How does it feel to be nominated as a Black Changemaker?
I am so many feelings, but I'm inspired. I'm honored, especially to be among these phenomenal Black people who just every single day go out and do things that they know are important and to make this world a better place. So it's a real honor.
How did you find out you were nominated?
I got the call and I was shocked. I had no idea I was nominated to begin with. And so I got the call that said, "Oh, congratulations, you've been chosen." And I was like, what? What are you talking about? It's somebody pulling a prank.
So you were nominated by Stephen Hennessy, who's also been on this program before. He described you as a community activist and boss lady.
Yes, Stephen, who I've worked with at the Jewish since 2012. And I refer to him as my work husband because I would not be where I am today without all of his guidance and expertise. But yeah, I'm beyond thrilled that he chose to nominate me.
You're the head teacher at the Jewish General Hospital in the Child Psychiatry program. Tell me about your work there.
Of course, it has been so challenging, but also so fulfilling. I started there back in 2012, and we have a multidisciplinary team of psychiatrists, nurses, educators, psychoeducators, the OT. I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody. And of course, us teachers who are kind of given by the EMSB to support this wonderful program. And all of our students are assessed and then admitted. There's a long waiting list because there's so many of our kiddos out there who need the extra support, and they have either emotional difficulties or they have extreme behavior. And then they come to us, and our job is just to love them, provide them a safe environment, but at the same time, help them understand that you can feel all your feelings, and it's important to feel all your feelings, but we need you to be safe and respectful because we want to hear you. And that's something that I tell all the adults that I know. They're trying to communicate and they don't have the words. So we, as the adults, have to make sure that we listen to them, they feel seen, they feel heard, and then give them the tools that they need so that they can communicate safely and respectfully.
What fulfills you about working with young people?
My favorite part of it is that I get to learn from them every single day. Like, I do have a growth mindset. And so when I go in, or even from anywhere that I meet another beautiful soul, I'm always like, wow, Tina, pause, reflect, take in what they're trying to tell you and what they're trying to teach you about myself, about life, about the whole world. Because we have to understand our children are brilliant, every single one of them. And so I learn more from them than they probably learned from me. And then when you have, let's say, one child that it takes a while to really get them to put their walls down, and then they come to you and either a high five or those rare hugs from these children who have just been through so much and continue to go through much, it is so worth it. It's hard and heartbreaking and difficult, but also so inspiring.
Yeah. You're also on the Parents Committee with the EMSB, where you started an anti-racism subcommittee. What kind of difference are you hoping to make for students there?
So I did that for 2 years. I was surprised when I joined the Parents Committee back in 2020. And my daughter started kindergarten. And so I finally saw it from a parent's perspective, right? I'd seen as an educator for all these years. And I said, why are we not talking about anti-racism? Why are we not bringing in beautiful workshop leaders who can help us better understand and then also do better. And so I was so fortunate that one of the other parents agreed with me, Oya Lombardi, and they decided that, okay, let's do this, Tina. And there was a lot of work. We had other fantastic parents. And our goal is just to, again, give a voice to all Black children and advocate for parents who it's so hard, Sean. We know how hard it is in this system when you don't know what you don't know. And so hopefully, as parents who might have a bit more information, we hope to listen and then advocate for them and make sure that they know their rights and that they're able to fight for their children.
Yeah. You seem like a very, very busy person. And the reason I say that is because we've talked a lot over the past couple of years about burnout, especially when it comes to teachers and community workers. What have you learned over the years about the self-care that you need?
Ooh, that's a tough question, especially as a mother and a Black mother at that, right? I have my two little kiddos, 3 and 7 years old, as well as my dog, Zoe, who I love so much. And thankfully, I have a partner, my husband, Gabriel, who is just my rock. And aside from my mom, who he knows he'll never be higher than my mommy, I love her so much.
Right.
He is just there. And so it's hard. It's hard to find the time, but I try to start with 2 minutes and I do my meditation, or I'll wake up, the alarm went off at 4 a.m. I'll get some yoga done, and then I'll be able to start my day. And whenever I can, I am just cuddling my girls. They are my everything. So whenever Tatiana will say, "Oh, Mama, do you need a hug?" Yes, come, let's give a hug, or let's do our story time. And my little Alexina, she just looks at you, and she's 3. So she's not the best listener, but she is so strong. Says, "Mama, I'm a strong Black woman." Yeah. Like, yes, you are, with anybody but Mama.
One exception.
Smile, right? With that smile, everything just melts away and you feel rejuvenated to go on. The same with my students. When I walk into work, no matter how exhausted and that snowstorm that I had to drive through to get there, when they walk in and I close my door and I'm with them and I just say, "It is well with my soul." That's my self-care. It's really, I get it from them.
Wow. What would you tell someone who's looking to get involved and make a difference in their community?
Oh, wow. So the great thing is you have to start where you can. So for example, it's a personal journey that everybody is going through. When we talk about anti-racism, when we talk about fighting for people's rights, it can sound so big. But if you look internally, you can say, hey, as a mother, as an educator, look at the library. Do I have books that represent all different marginalized communities, or are they all white characters? Or if I hear somebody make a comment that I have to pause and reflect and think, why am I having this reaction? A perfect example that I give to others that I meet is if you're walking down the street, and this is very real, Sean, I hope it's okay I'm sharing this, and you see a Black man coming towards you, what is your instinctual reaction? And we're not talking about, oh, you're racist because you have that reflex of clutching your purse or taking deeper breaths or sharper breaths. No, it's just because we've been conditioned for years, our whole lives. We all breathe this air of Black man is a danger. Black child, they're criminalized as soon as they're not cute anymore. So if you can start with your own personal journey and just take that time to say, I'm not going to get defensive. I'm going to take a deep breath, and then I'm going to see this person. That's somebody's son. That's somebody's father. That's somebody's friend. You don't know anything about this person, but see them. Whether it's a child or as an adult, a Black person, a brown person, Asian American person. See them and then start your own internal work. Then you can actually affect change around you with your own family, with others that you meet. But it really has to start internally.
Tina Oppong, it was great to talk to you. Thanks for coming on this morning.
Thank you so much, Sean. It has been an absolute pleasure. And I listen to you every day. So can I do a quick shout out to my mommy? It's her birthday today.
Of course. You have to give a shout out to your mom. Why not? Go ahead.
Happy birthday, Mommy.
Oh,
25 years young.
Yes, happy birthday, Mom. What's her name?
Cecilia.
Cecilia. Happy birthday, Cecilia.
Thank you, Sean.
All right.
Have a wonderful rest of your day.
You too. That is Tina Oppong, the head teacher at the Jewish General Hospital in the Child Psychiatry Day program. She's also on the Parents Committee with the English Montreal School Board. You can see the entire list on our website, cbc.ca/Montreal. You'll see Tina Oppong's picture today. You can click and